All right, what's going on, folks? What's going on? I see a lot of excitement for Yanmark right now. Yanmark is... Hey, happy birthday, FC. That's exciting. Yanmark is my Pookie. What's going on, Borealis? What's going on, Sean? Good to see you again. Yo, Borealis, what are you doing? What are you trying to send in the chat? I don't see it. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, good to see you again. Ash, good to see you again. All right, got to make sure I catch up on everyone that started commenting. Fleecy, Ace, how's it going, Ace? Good to see you again. Erica, obviously, always good to see you. Danny, how you doing? What's going on, CNG? Oh, man, Nightbot absolutely murdered Mr. NHL. Just murdered him. I don't know, but... Hey, what's going on, Slane? How are you? 30 pages of math to do? I can't help you. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, Brandel. Very excited. 1 week to go until the season starts. Danny, how you doing? Oh, boy. Too funny. I hope everyone's doing well. This game is on Oilers Plus tonight. Not on Sportsnet. We will go over a couple of the lineups here. These are the lines of the game from the Edmonton Oilers official Twitter. Andrew Mangiapane, Adam Henrique, Matt Savoy is the top line. Oh my goodness, Adam Henrique top line tonight. I think Edmonton is absolutely cooked here. Then you have Ike Howard, Trent Frederick, Kasperi Kapanen on line 2. Then you have Josh Szymanski, Curtis Lazar, Quinn Hudson line 3. Connor Clattenburg, Viljami Marjala, and James Hamblin line 4. Defenseman, you have Nurse with Regula, Kulak with Emberson, Lepinin with Stetcher, and then you have Calvin Pickard in the crease. Oh my goodness gracious, this is an ugly, ugly lineup tonight for Edmonton. This is an AHL lineup. There's a lot of players dealing with a flu or cold right now on the team. They're just unable to go. And I'm not surprised when school's back, a lot of these players and coaches have kids. They go home, they interact with their kids who are in school, who have all the germs. They come to the arena, they spread it around. Oh my goodness gracious. If we lose, I'm going to cry in front of my window. It's just preseason. Remember, it doesn't matter. Like if it's a loss in preseason, then we don't care, right? Ooh, I'd like to see 2 points for Howard. That would be great. Howard with the groin pull in the third, but not his own. Okay. Should I test Nightbot more? Hey, I mean, if you want to test Nightbot, you go for it. But I don't know if that is a wise thing to be doing. Nightbot is very angry. Nightbot holds nothing back. Think you and the wife caught the Oilers flu? Oh, no, Sean, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. I'm lucky I have not caught whatever is going around, but I do know quite a few people who are sick right now. Oh, get wrecked, Fleecy. Can we fight Nightbot Gladiator style? You'll lose every time because Nightbot is not a human being. It doesn't think, it doesn't feel. All it does is execute what it's programmed to do, and that's ban and time people out. Spamming leads to plays. The high ankle sprain. Oh, no. How can I get banned? Oh, probably like this. How do I unban you, actually? I hope I can figure out how to unban you. Hold on. Give me a second. I didn't mean to do it for 30 minutes. Fleecy's going to be so mad. Fleecy's going to be like, why did you ban me for 30 minutes? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it to be like that. Did that work? I don't know if that worked. Don't know. Hold on. Actually, let's just do 10 seconds. Maybe if I just like reset the timer. Please come back, Fleecy. It was just a joke. It was just a joke. Oh no. Now Fleecy's gonna. Oh, Fleeball, we'll see you in 30 minutes, Fleecy. Hey, what's going on? Fighting hockey? No, not on Sportsnet tonight. It is on Oilers Plus, sadly. Moment of silence for Fleecy. My bad, bro. Okay, I won't ban you on that account. I won't ban you on your alt. I'll let you run your alt account. That's hilarious. Oh, Mr. NHL get absolutely wrecked. I gotta be careful. I have more power than I thought I did. I thought I could just oh, there's Fleecy. Okay. Fleecy's free. Hey Andy, how you doing? Greetings from Chile. I'm here faithfully. Love to see that. Welcome in. Good to see you. How do you get Oilers Plus? You go to Oilers Plus. Was it .ca or .com? OilersPlus.com, and then you have to pay a fee. Do not pay the fee. Do not give your money to Daryl Cates. It is not worth it. Unless, of course, you really want to. In which case, I cannot stop you. Help you with Hamlet annotation? Nah, I don't feel like it. Hey, what's going on? Let's go Oilers. Welcome back. Mary ban miss. Yeah, dude. Got to get the bans out of the way before the season starts. Merry Christmas, chat. Wait, how many days until Christmas? Hold on. Let's see. Let's see how many days until Christmas. Let's take a look. I'm going to do something, and none of you are going to like what I'm about to do. But the little clock behind me, or the little screen, it will tell me how many days until Christmas. 85 days until Christmas, folks. I hope you're all ready. 85 days until Christmas. We got a little... Could you imagine if I just left that up? Oh, no. All right. We'll go back. We'll go back to the tubes. Actually, do you want an NHL scoreboard turned on? If I have the NHL scoreboard on, it will show the out-of-town scoreboard the entire stream. That way, y'all can see what's going on. There, I'll adjust the camera a bit. There, hopefully you can like see it okay, like which teams are playing. I can't really adjust the like colors of it, but wonder where the Oilers will be in the standings at Christmas. First place. That's what I think. What's going on, Dr. Loomis? I think the Oilers need to realize that we got second place 2 years in a row. That is good. I don't think that's good enough. Not in oil country. We want first. It means nothing unless you win a cup. At minimum, at least win the Pacific Division. At minimum. That would be also pretty nice too. I want to be number one in everything. I want to be number one in the Pacific. I want to be number one in the NHL. Oh no, what is meme Austin hockey? What is that? I am terrified of whatever account that is. Where's the kitty cam? Oh, I can turn the kitty cam on. He is here now. He wasn't here earlier. Here we go. Here's kitty cam. All right, the game is on. I'm not going to do much commentary today. I'm just going to be kind of chatting a little bit during the game. I just have like a crazy headache today, so it's hard for me to focus and do the like full commentary, but I can try. Here's Catton, Eberle, Seattle's walking in. Here's an early shot, and that's blocked in front by Regula. Oh, I have to get the score clock going, huh? Let's get this down. 19. Here's Winterton with a shot on Pickard, and He makes the save with 19:33 to play. So it looks like one shot on goal here for the for the Seattle Kraken. I'll see how I'm feeling. We're going to run the show. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm not going to take the day off unless I really need to. Meme Austin, what's going on? I see you. What do you want? Here's a save by Pickard. For 1 hour? Uh-oh. I don't know how to fix that. You don't know 1 hour. I mean, to be fair, Mr. NHL doesn't really have anyone to blame other than himself. He was playing with fire with Nightbot. Howard will dump the puck in deep. Kapanen chases after it behind the Seattle net. Here's Shane right now. Cale Fleury snaps a pass up the ice. Here's Schwartz into the middle. Oilers, they cut that off for a second, but Schwartz will keep the play alive. Puck into the middle of the ice. Kapanen, I am curious to see how much effort the Oilers are going to put into this game. Pickard already, but poor Stu. Poor Stu, come on now. Here's Szymanski. He fights through a couple of checks, tries to get the puck in deep to Curtis Lazar. Puck is on the far wall here. Szymanski to the point. Stetcher plays the puck down low. Curtis Lazar on the forecheck trying to come up with it. He cannot. In Seattle, they'll bring it through the neutral zone, but that's taken away by Lazar. 3-on-1 for the Oilers. Here comes Curtis Lazar walking in, centered in front, and oh my God, they don't even get a shot. It was Quinn Hudson, sorry. Quinn Hudson, 3-on-1, tried to pass it, and they didn't even get a single shot on net. Hear McDavid, hold on. I hear McDavid signing 8x8 because he loves what Bowman has done with the team. They picked up an elite starting goalie today and 2 studs up front. Could you imagine? I think Connor Ingram is a goalie that is going to need a lot of time in Bakersfield to just get back up to speed. But I do like that there's an NHL-capable goalie that is in the wings and could be pushing Stu and picks. His last full season that he played 2 years ago in Arizona, his advanced stats were fantastic. Hey, what's going on, Alexander? You put too many emotes. I guess if you put too many emotes, Nightbot gets a little angry. He considers it a spam, apparently. Did I sign up for XBS? I did not. The only league I'm signed up for is GHL. I don't have time to sign up, unfortunately, for other leagues. I really wanted to, but YouTube is just going to take way too much of my time. Because, yeah, I got invited to XBS from Larry Bird, but I wasn't able to. Jetty's still, oh no. Oh no. Dang. Hey, there's Mr. NHL. He's back. It wasn't an hour-long ban. Here's a puck snapped into the Kraken zone. We're 4 minutes into this game. Shots are 1-0 in favor of the Kraken. The Oilers had a 3-on-1 and didn't get a single shot on net, so that was pretty awesome. Yeah, that is Mochi. That's Mochi up there. Also, how you doing, Gordon? Here's a starting pass in front. Good save by Calvin Pickard. Wow, right in tight. Point blank. I went into the mainframe, took out the source code. All right, dude. It is possible, Hockey Night. It is possible. I just hope the organization gives Ingram whatever time he needs to be ready. Ingram lost his mother fairly recently. He was in the player assistance program last season. It's gonna take some time for him to be ready to go. Here's Lepinen, sends the puck deep into the Kraken zone. Here's Mahura for Seattle. He's going to be pressured by Curtis Lazar. Mahura with a backhand to the neutral zone. Here's Marchment. I forgot Marchment was on Seattle. Crazy. And yeah, we got Kitty sleeping. We've got Mochi on the TV behind me. In school, we're going to the Oilers game in the regular season. That's super exciting. I remember my school used to do that too. They used to do an Oilers trip. Ooh. Your school's bringing you to school. Yeah, I hope so too. For Podkolzin, again, that's another player. I just hope they give him the time that he whatever time he needs to be ready to perform. Yeah, losing your dad like that suddenly, that's got to be really tough. Hey, what's going on, Cooper? And we have a whistle. And Seattle is going to power play here. Darnell Nurse with the penalty. Who here is surprised? Not me. Oh, and we have a Franklin in here as well, guys. Hi, Franklin. Say hi to everybody. There's Franklin, just hanging out on the floor. Hi, Franklin. What you doing, bud? There he is. We're being blessed by all the kitties today. They're all hanging out with us. Oops. Yeah, Frank the Tank is right. Franklin better than Nurse. Oh, boy. Eberle trying to make a pass here. The Oilers are going to find a way to get the puck out. Here's Curtis Lazar. A little bit of a lazy play. He'll play it back to his defense, though, after a failed dump attempt. And the Oilers are going to make a change. Emberson shoots the puck all the way down the ice. Adam Henrique on the kill for the Oilers. He puts some pressure on the Seattle defenders. Marchment through the middle. Here's Schwartz. Schwartz will dump it in, but that's an offside at the Edmonton blue line. All right, Matthias Janmark won the poll, by the way. Matthias Janmark is going to make the team. You'll love to see that. Also, hit the like button on the stream if you have not yet hit the like button. Goes a long way in supporting the channel. That's usually all I ask for, is just hitting that like button. Hey, Janelle, good to see you again. Frank, 50 gold campaign. I think Franklin can do it. Here's Tolvanen. Left wing to Schwartz. Right to the blue line. Here's Mahura. He'll give that puck to Wright. Shane Wright looking for play. Mahura with a shot, and he scores. That deflected off something, for sure. I heard it hit something. And the Seattle Kraken get an early one on the power play here. Henriques. So I need to get a look at this replay here. The Oilers looked a little, I don't know. It's like they were collapsing towards the net and they left all the time and space up at the blue line for Mahura to take that shot. We'll see if it deflected off anything. Right. He gave the puck to Mahura. Yeah, the Oilers are playing like a, oh man. Pickard didn't see it. It didn't deflect off anything, but Pickard just didn't see it. Oh, and here's another opportunity for Seattle, and Pickard has to make another save. They traded for Connor Ingram. Here's Howard. Ike Howard towards the Seattle net, and that's, well, I think it hit the outside of the net. I don't know if he actually hit the net there. I do like Ike Howard's shot first mentality. Puck is sent down in the Oilers zone, and there's some graphics happening on the screen, so I can't actually see the play right now. Because the Oilers plus feed, they just take what is happening in the arena on their jumbo screen instead of providing their own feed to the fans that they ask for money from. We love that from Oilers Plus. Thank you. And apparently Clattenburg had a great opportunity that I didn't get to see because Oilers Plus doesn't want to show me. So what are the lines for the game? Once there's a commercial break, I will go through the lines with you. No, you cannot, Mr. NHL. Here comes Clattenburg. He skates through the middle. He gives it to Mariala. Mariala can't get a shot off. He's checked by Jordan Eberle. And here come the Kraken now, 3-on-2. Puck comes in the middle of the ice. Good defensive play by Regula, I think. And Clattenburg trying to step through, and he's actually drawn a power play here. Wait, no. Wait, Clattenburg's getting the penalty. I thought Clattenburg was hauled down, but they're going to give the penalty to Clattenburg. Okay. Well, whenever there's a whistle here, the Oilers are going to be on the kill once again, and there it is. Connor Clattenburg is going to the box. I don't know what they're calling him for. Hooking. It looked like Clattenburg got hauled down, in my opinion, but we'll have to see. If I can fix any mistake the Oilers have made, what would it be? What is the time frame? Because if it's when the day that they've got the right to sign or draft Connor McDavid, it would be don't hire Peter Chiarelli. And instead of hiring Ken Holland, I would have hired Bill Zito. Those are the two main ones. Those are the two big ones. Yeah, the Campbell contract was bad right from day one. If they had given Campbell a 1-year show me deal, 1 year, $5 million, and they're like, hey, you get 1 year to show us that you can be a capable starter. And that 1 year in Toronto was not a flash in the pan. That would have been the play, I think. Make the say, oh no. Probably not. Then you just don't sign Jack Campbell at that point. If Campbell wanted the long-term deal, and I think the biggest problem is that everyone knew Edmonton was signing Jack Campbell a week before free agency even opened. They didn't even consider any other option. It was just Jack Campbell. That's the guy. I agree. No clue. 100%. All right, I was going to show you all the lines. The lines for the game today. You had Mangiapane with Henrique Savoy, Howard, Frederick Kapanen, Szymanski, Lazar, Hudson, Clattenburg, Mariala, and Hamblin. On defense, Nurse with Regula, Kulak with Emberson, Lepinen with Stetcher, and then Pickard and Skinner in the pipes. The Oilers have a ton of players that are sick right now, so the Oilers are back to the kill here. We'll see if they're able to kill one penalty, because the penalty kills already looked pretty bad. Seattle keeps the play alive early. Play through the middle of the ice, and Seattle, they're going to keep the puck alive here in the Oilers zone. Getting the cycle going. Here's Shane Wright. He'll give it back to Mahura to the right circle. Tolvanen. He finds Schwartz behind the Oilers net. Here's Schwartz trying to find Wright out front. Nice job by, I don't know who that was. Mangiapane with a good play to clear the puck down the ice. I'm going to go with the Red Sox. I think the Red Sox had a lot of opportunities today to blow that game open, and they just couldn't get it done. But I think their batters are going to bear down tomorrow night. Here's Marchment. Sends the puck to the blue line. Mahura to Marchment. Right circle. Into the middle. Oh, man. And Jaden Schwartz was alone in the slot area. He didn't shoot it. And here's a giveaway by Mahura. And here comes Kapanen on a 2-on-1 with Lazar. Kapanen to Lazar. It goes off the pad of Joey Decord. So I don't know why Edmonton is allergic to shooting a puck on 2-on-1s and 3-on-1s. They literally refuse to shoot it. Oh, my bad, bro. My bad. I didn't realize the screen hadn't changed yet. I'm not giving Mr. NHL moderator. Absolutely not. I don't listen. I love Mr. NHL. I don't trust Mr. NHL with any form of power. Calvin Pickard's in net, Dacky. Good to see him. Eberle through the middle of the ice. Here comes the Kraken, and nice job by Hamblin to get that puck out, and looks like Hamblin has drawn a penalty here. So 8 seconds of 4-on-4, and then the Oilers will have a power play. Regula, he's been okay so far. Haven't seen a whole lot of him. We're only halfway through the first, so at least, I'm going to say at least 2 months. I don't think we see Connor Ingram in the NHL until the new year. I think it'll be the new year when we see him. I think they're going to give him a couple months to get his game going, get some confidence, work with the team, work with they probably have a team psychologist that they can help work with him too. We don't see Ingram till Stu has a midseason meltdown. Does the meltdown come mid-season or does it come in the first month of the season? I agree. I like the goaltending in Bakersfield. I like that there are, at least one goalie that will be able to come up and push Stu and Picks a little bit. What's been the best preseason game for you to watch so far? I honestly don't know. I'm not sure. Probably the Ottawa and Montreal game yesterday. 150 minutes of penalties were handed out. Just an old school 80s style game. Would I give Mr. NHL moderator for life if he donated $1,000? If it was $10,000, I would say yes. That would be my price. $10,000, you get moderator for life. Hey, what's going on, Colby? Hope your day is going well. Love you, brother. But if McDavid leaves the Oilers, which GM are you blaming for McDavid not getting a cup at Edmonton? Trelly and Holland will be the two that are blamed the most, 100%. Chiarelli for his lack of ability to make trades and acquire NHL caliber talent, and Ken Holland for his inability to draft. That set the organization back several years. What I will say, though, is I really do like Stan Bowman's ability to at least go out and find some players, whether it's on the waiver wire or finding European players to draft, or not draft, but like sign as free agents. Some low risk, medium to high reward talent that Bowman has tried to pick up. So, think we may land Reichel this week. Apparently, Bob Stauffer threw some cold water on that, so I'm not sure. I'd have some time for Reichel, though. I think Reichel needs a fresh start. My only thing with Reichel is, like, we already have a lot of bottom six forwards. Where does he fit? Yeah, Bowman did have the Oilers had a deal in place. They had the money to give to Rantanen, but they didn't have the assets to trade to Carolina. That's the only reason why Edmonton didn't get Rantanen. Carolina wanted assets that the Oilers just didn't have or weren't willing to part ways with. Oilers on the power play here. Puck to Darnell Nurse with a shot, and that's stopped by Decord. Rebound in front, and a couple players are fighting for it. Matthew Savoy, he's desperate to put that puck in. He can't come up with it, and the Seattle Kraken are going to get this out of trouble. Oh, my goodness. Will the Oilers be better on the penalty kill or scoring empty nets? Oh, no. That's a hard question to ask or answer. Hey, good. What's going on, Carolina? You have been summoned. We were just talking about the Carolina Hurricanes. Puck at the blue line, kept in by Lepinin, given to literally nobody in Seattle. They'll just send that all the way down the ice. 34 seconds left in the power play for Edmonton. Oh, what a giveaway by, oh my God. It is 2-0 Seattle. Calvin Pickard with the Marc-Andre Fleury-esque giveaway behind his net. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. If you're a goaltender, tend the goal, as Steve Dangle would say. No, I'll show you what the lineup is, Dacky, in the next commercial break. It is a very AHL-heavy lineup. So the puck was sent all the way down the ice. Calvin Pickard comes out of his crease to play it. He fans on the attempt to move the puck. Oh my goodness. That's one of the worst goals I've ever seen, man. Oh, Picks. Oh, picks. Oh no. That is not good. 7:43 left here in the first period. 2-0 Kraken. No, we don't. Dacky. I don't know what it is about Seattle. The team just is like, nah, we don't feel like it. Oh, SpongeBob. I know what you're saying there. If the Oilers ever went through another decade of darkness, another decade of not making the playoffs, I can't imagine that I would stick around as a fan for too much longer, honestly. I just, there are far more important things in life that I could be doing than cheering for a team that is just run so horribly that it takes 10 years to make the playoffs again. And that's after they got the right to draft a generational talent. I couldn't do it. Here's a play to Mangiapane. What a save by Decord. Mangiapane with a terrific opportunity. That was a cheeky little play by Mangiapane there. He was all alone in front for a second. He kind of put the puck between his legs on the forehand, and good save by Joey Decord. And Jordan Eberle tried to get the puck past the linesman, who checked him at the blue line. So it looks like the linesman's wearing Oilers uniform tonight. Why did the Oilers have a decade of darkness? A combination of horrific asset management, poor general managing, poor coaching, a rebuild that just never worked out because the team just didn't understand how to evaluate talent. It was bad. Honestly, I could do a deep dive on the decade of darkness, like a documentary or a docu-series on the decade of darkness for my channel, if that's something you're interested in, because there's so much that went wrong during the decade of darkness. Hey, what's going on, Adam? Well, Janssen is in the AHL right now, but if Calvin Pickard has another stinker here, you might see Stu go into the crease soon. So Seattle with another power play. This time Kasperi Kapanen is in the box. Were there ways to not make it happen? I mean, yes, there were. And the unfortunate thing is, a lot of players were blamed for the decade of darkness. Like, you had Taylor Hall and Eberle and them were they were the ones getting blamed, and not people like Kevin Lowe, who just oozed arrogance about how to run a team. It was brutal, man. It was bad. Yep, that's right, Lurker. 100%. It's just awful. Here's Fleury with a shot from the point. Tipped just wide of the net. 5:45 to play here. Adam Henrique trying to get the puck out. It bounces on him, but he does clear the zone. Not deep, though. Oilers are forced to stay out. They can't get a change. Now, Daryl Cates, he's always been willing to spend money. Oh, and another penalty coming to Edmonton. So it's a 5-on-3 for 57 seconds for Seattle. So, what was I going to say? Daryl Cates has always been willing to spend the money in Edmonton, but he doesn't understand how to spend money for hiring the right people. He keeps hiring the wrong people. Yeah, don't donate $10,000, Mr. NHL. I know you are not 18 and you do not have $10,000 to give out. If I get a donation from you for $10K, I'm immediately refunding it because I know it's not going to be legit. Yep. Daryl Cates was like, if I don't get an arena funded by the taxpayers, I'm moving the team. Basically held the Oilers taxpayers hostage because they knew they'd foot the bill. Here's a one-timer in front, and that explodes a stick. 5-on-3 for 40 seconds for the Kraken here. Here's Tolvanen to Beniers across the ice, down low. And Seattle does keep it in. Here's Tolvanen. 30 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Into the middle. Here's Beniers to Tolvanen with a shot, and he scores. Tolvanen has made it a 3-0 game because the Oilers just can't stay out of the penalty box. Why don't they just hire me for the Oilers to win 20 straight Stanley Cups in NHL 26 franchise mode? I don't know, Fleecy. I don't know why, man. Submit your resume. They might hire you. Chuck Johnson. Oh, man. Oh, I know. Seeming like a good night at this point. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how long I keep the stream up. It is preseason. If Seattle goes up by 4 or 5 and my headache doesn't go away, we may have an early night. I may honestly just play some Minecraft and just like hang out with you guys, like instead of watching this game. Yeah, Lazar, that's the Oilers penalty kill apparently, is they're just passive. And yeah, Curtis Lazar, for someone that is, on the last legs of his ability to play in the NHL, I'm very disappointed in what he has shown, or I guess hasn't shown. Now Seattle takes a penalty here, so it's going to be 4-on-4 for 1:03, and then the Oilers will have an abbreviated power play. First we mine, then we craft. The Minecraft movie. What a goofy movie, man. Kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Give him a little pet. Hey, what's going on, Yang? Good to see you again. Five nothing, and we play Minecraft. You know what? There are worse things that we could do if it hits 5-0. Here's a pass in front. What a shot by Szymanski. Good save by Joey Decord. Edmonton keeps the play alive here. It is 4-on-4 for 50 more seconds, and then the Oilers will have an abbreviated power play. Here comes Szymanski. Centers in front. What a play. Oh, my God. Regula can't beat Decord. What a setup by Szymanski. Alec Regula is wide open in front, and he couldn't get that puck off the ice. He didn't get a good shot off on his backhand. What a good save by Decord, though. Can't imagine the preseason. I mean, it's tough because, like, you don't want to overthink preseason, but you do want to see something. And I think there's been quite a few of the kids that have shown well. It's the veterans on Edmonton that have not shown well in preseason to me. Kapanen's been kind of invisible. Lazar's done nothing. Janmark's done nothing. I agree. I like Szymanski a lot. It's Pickard is in the net, Christie, but Edmonton has been in the penalty box basically the whole period. Pick's made one mistake. One goal is 100% on Pickard. The other two are not. What's going on, Cooper? Draisaitl and Szymanski. Heck yeah, dude. Maybe get Reichel here as well. Lucas Reichel from Chicago. An all-German line. Check the Canucks Spain. What is the score in that one? Let's take a look. Let's take a look here. 6-1 in the second. Oh my God. Does Calgary have an NHL lineup in, or is it their AHL lineup? Okay, Vancouver has Vancouver's lineup is basically their NHL lineup. Backlund, Frost, Sharangovich, Coleman, Coronado, Kadri. Oh no, the Flames have their NHL lineup too. That they're just getting spanked. Oh, I guess that's Prosvetov and net for Calgary. So that would be a big reason why they could be losing so badly, is it's not Dustin Wolf in their crease. Hey, I appreciate it, Ty. Thank you so much. I would not either, Dacky. McKenna's going to be great. He's going to look good in a Bruins uniform, don't you think? Should I start watching the game? I mean, it can't get worse. I've heard some. Wait, what the hell? The game, like, I don't know. We're back. 35 seconds left in the 4-on-4 here. I love that you're the only person that doesn't swear. You haven't been here long enough then. I do swear. I try not to swear too much, but I do swear. Swearing, I allow swearing as long as it's not like derogatory or like directed towards anyone. Here's Seattle making a couple plays here. Here's a play behind the net. Looking to center it out in front are the Kraken on this 4-on-4. Yeah, the Oilers lineup it's a full AHL lineup tonight for Edmonton. Here's Kapanen now out of the box. Well, I don't know what Kapanen's doing. It's a power play for Edmonton. He comes out of the box. He had Mangiapane streaking towards the Seattle net or zone, and then Kapanen turns around and just like resets in his own zone. Like, it's just little plays like that. Oh man, there's another penalty coming up to Seattle, and it's going to be a 5-on-3 for Edmonton for 37 seconds. Oh, did they? Oh no. Who was it? Who's swearing every 2 seconds? What is wrong with people? Why are they like that? Yeah, Oilers Plus, man. Like, if you spent the money for Oilers Plus, obviously, like, you utilize it, watch the documentary stuff, watch the behind the scenes stuff. I think some of that's worth it, but the actual broadcasts are not worth it on Oilers Plus, like, at all. When do we start questioning Knobs? I think tonight's a tough one because like the team has so much illness right now in the locker room. So I'm not gonna be too hard on him tonight. So here's Edmonton now, 5-on-3. Puck to Savoy, to Darnell Nurse across. Comes to, I don't know who that was. Howard did not shoot. Nurse with a shot, and that goes off a leg and wide. Howard does a good job keeping the puck alive here on the half wall. Here's Ike Howard, right circle. Howard down low. Here's Henrique now. I don't know why Henrique's on the top power play unit. Howard with a shot, and that goes just wide. He tried to pick a corner. Glove side. Here's Adam Henrique to Ike Howard. Howard to Darnell Nurse in the slot. He'll give it to Savoy. Puck in front to Frederick, and he deflects it wide. 5-on-4 now for 115. Nurse with a shot, and he scores. Darnell Nurse with an absolute muffin towards the net, and it's 3-1. It seems like every time Darnell Nurse shoots the puck on net, it just goes in, so. Yeah. Love that. Like, Nurse he just threw it to the net. I mean, Trent Frederick had a bit of a screen in front, but nothing crazy. All right, 17:35, time of the goal for Edmonton. They get on the board on the power play. Both teams have had power play goals here, so let's see if the Oilers can get maybe one more before the end of the first. Make this a bit more respectable. Here's Szymanski, battles for the puck in his own zone on the half wall. Puck kept alive, shot towards the Oilers net, doesn't quite make it. Curtis Lazar steals it and gives it to Szymanski. Szymanski to center, gives it to Lazar, right side, drops it back for Hudson. Hudson trying to send the puck in deep. Seattle comes up with it, but it's kept in by Emberson. Here's Kulak, shot from Szymanski, and that goes just wide of the goal. That was a good shot by Szymanski, tipped just wide by, I think, Lazaro, and Lazar took a stick up high. I don't know if there's going to be a penalty coming up here or not. Seattle, no penalty. Here's a play in front and a good save by Calvin Pickard in tight on Marchment. It's okay, Chris Knobloch. We forgive you. Rocket, could you imagine? Hey, fun fact. Does anyone know the last time a defenseman won the Rocket Richard Trophy? Has a defenseman ever won the Rocket Richard Trophy? That is some trivia that I don't know the answer to. Someone will have to let me know. Just came in. How is Picks playing? Not great. Not terrible. Not great, not terrible. Let's just, we'll go with that. The Oilers have another power play here. Bobby Orr, I could see Bobby Orr maybe being the one. No one? No D-man has ever won the Rocket? All right, thank you. I was going to say that would be almost impossible. Oh, right. It's Cody Ceci. That's right. That's my bad. I should have known that. Puck to the blue line to Darnell Nurse to Ike Howard. Howard with a shot, and that was tipped just wide by Savoy. Oilers with another power play here. Minute 30 left in the period. Here's Howard. He'll play that to Darnell Nurse. Nurse towards the goal, and that's into the crest of Joey Decord. Oh my God, we're back on the Hurricane Milton thing. Podkolzin, Draisaitl, Szymanski. I would not be against that. That would be an interesting line, but we'll have to see. Hey, what's going on, Cube? Good to see you again. Coffee has the record for most D-man goals in a season with 48. Love that. And I'm pretty sure the year he had 48 goals, I'm pretty sure he overextended a shift when he was trying to push for 50, and I'm pretty sure Glenn Sather benched him in a game. I want to say that that's a thing that happened because he overstayed a shift. Savoy, McDavid, Hyman, I would be very in favor of that as well. I would legitimately just let Matthew Savoy cook. Just play him 20 minutes a night. Play him with the best players on the planet. Let the kid run free. Go to San Jose. No, San Jose already has Celebrini. Come on, man. I don't want San Jose to get all these players that the Oilers are going to have to deal with. Come on now. Here's Ike Howard. He loses it at center. Adam Henrique trying to get the foot speed going. Can't come up with it. What's going on, Adonis? Tough start for picks. The team in front of him wasn't playing great. Oilers trying to come up with possession. I really don't like Adam Henrique on this power play right now. Or Frederick, for that matter. Here's Matthew Savoy. Keeps the play alive. Puck comes to Ike Howard. He's checked off the puck. And Beniers is going to send the puck all the way into the Oilers zone. 24 seconds left in the period. 45 seconds left in the power play for Edmonton. Nah, McKenna's going to go to Boston, bro. Boston's going to have a terrible year, and he'll go to Boston. Here's Mangiapane. He'll send it across to Mariala. Puck is left in his feet. He can't come up with it. Quinn Hudson now for the Oilers with 3 seconds left here. 2-1, and that will end the period. Here in period number 1, shots were 13-9 in favor of Edmonton. Score is 3-1 Seattle. So McKenna looks. If the Oilers got Gavin McKenna, something horribly wrong has to happen for that to occur. McDavid for the government? What? All right, so that's the end of 1. We're in the first intermission. This is a great opportunity to get a fresh beverage, whatever you're drinking tonight. Get a snack. Ask me some questions. We're gonna hang out for about 5-6 minutes here, and then I'm gonna take a quick little break, rest my head. I've just got like a crazy headache, so I do apologize if I'm kind of out of it tonight. Oh, that's nice that your bird came to visit. I'd love to see McKenna on the Blue Jackets, but I want them to, man. Columbus, when does Columbus become a franchise that like fans and players take seriously? I thought they were so close when they had Bobrovsky and Panarin, and they had a couple good years with Tortorella as head coach, but then all those players left as free agents. They didn't want to stay. Also, I honestly think Columbus is just cursed as a franchise. I think they're just 100% cursed. I feel so bad for them. Oh my God. If Pittsburgh got McKenna, man, I don't know. Take 30 times. That's 30 autisms going in my body, Danny. I don't know if I can take that much Tylenol. I don't think my body can handle that much autism inside of it. Oh my goodness. My bird for Art Ross. That menu will cancel out trust. Okay, you know what I do? I trust you. I trust you. I trust you, Danny. Whoa, what's going on here? What happened to this screen? Not loading? Oh, it's loading now. Here we go. Why is there a Vancouver Canucks logo? That should be a Seattle Kraken logo. Give me 1 second. Get the Seattle Kraken logo in here. Boom. There it is. Look at that. Easy peasy. We'll put that right there. Oh, Felicia, I'm just referencing the fact that the American government thinks taking Tylenol gives you autism. That's all that was referencing. I'm sorry. Never get a concussion. I'm going to tell you right now, as someone that has had way too many concussions, I would rather break a bone over and over and over again than ever suffer another concussion. I broke my left arm playing hockey. This bone right here, this big bone here, it like snapped. I broke that playing hockey when I was younger. I would rather have that happen to me 10 times over than ever suffer another concussion again. Can I talk about the Kaprizov contract? Way overpaid. He's probably overpaid by about $2 or $3 million a year minimum. I don't think it affects Connor McDavid's contract situation. I think McDavid still signs for under $60 million a year. Youth did a number on me. Yeah, I think, yeah. It is what it is. It's not. I've had 5 diagnosed concussions, and I've probably had several that were not diagnosed. The last diagnosed concussion that I had post-concussion syndrome for several months. Like 6 months after it happened, I was still suffering from vertigo and headaches, and it was just awful. All good, John. No worries. Man, 4 years to feel. Yeah, I mean, there are some people who have, like, they just never feel normal again after a concussion. It's brutal. When you get a headache, it's only oh yeah, migraines suck. I don't get migraines super often, but were the concussions from hockey? One was from hockey, and most of the other ones either just stupidity, teenager being a dumb teenager. The most recent one that I had, I was working at an escape room, and one of the rooms that I was working in, it's cave themed. It's like an ancient cave. So very low hanging walls. And as I was resetting the room, I stood up under one of the frames, hit the back of my head, messed me up for months. When I was a teenager working at a movie theater. Now I don't remember this. Apparently this is something that I did though. I was working in the box office, and in between the box office and the concession stand, there's a door. Fairly low hanging door. Probably about, I don't know how high it was up. And apparently, I'm just going by what my friends tell me because I don't remember this. Apparently I turned, faced two of my coworkers, smiled, and jumped straight into the door frame and knocked myself out. Can't imagine why I would ever do that. All I remember from that shift was, like, all I remember from that day really was showing up to work. I remember working box office, and then I remember waking up. We had all the candy. So all the candy was in like a shelf in front of our concession stands. And all I remember was like waking up. I had like knocked myself out and like fallen on top of the candy. There's customers in the lobby too, by the way. There were customers in the lobby like waiting to see a movie and waiting to pay for their ticket. And they watched this happen. Like, that was the brain worms taking over for a second. And then I remember my manager, she called my dad to pick me up. and take me to the hospital because obviously I was completely dysfunctional. Like, I didn't know where I was. And all I remember was my dad yelling at me on the way to the hospital. I don't even remember what he was saying. I think he was so mad that like I was just that dumb. Hey, what's going on, Mitch? Good to see you. Appreciate that. I'm doing well. How are you? Was it a red door? No, it's just like, there wasn't like an actual door. It was just like a door frame. It's just like an open door situation. And knee injuries are no joke either. What does it feel like to were you trying to say faint? I don't know what you were trying to say there. But yeah, that was my story of suffering a concussion while working at a movie theater. I'm going to tell you right now, as someone that has knocked themselves out and fainted, you don't feel anything. It just lights out. It's 1 minute you're lucid, and then the next you are in a different place than you last were. Whether that's you wake up on the floor or whatever the case is, you literally don't feel anything. I remember falling on an easy jump and almost fractured your tailbone. I'm glad you did not fracture your tailbone. You know, it's preseason, but 4 penalties each, a 5-on-3 each, and it was 2 4-on-4s in the first period. Yeah, just they're calling everything in this game. Yeah, that's true. Ace, yeah. People have told me it feels like you're getting rained on. I've never experienced that, but just missing some fights. Man, did any of you see the highlights for that Ottawa-Montreal game that was in Quebec City yesterday? Holy smokes. Oh yeah, I do have to show everyone who's in the lineup. By the way, the Oilers are losing 3-1 because this is the lineup. I just want to let everyone know. Also, nobody noticed, but I went back to blue chair. The original OG chair. I've gone back to the blue one. I put the red one away. The red one is in the corner. OG chair. I hope you all enjoy OG chair. We need to log in. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Janias? Yeah, Calvin Pickard's to blame for one of the goals. He's not to blame for the other two. But one of the goals was 100% on. Okay, let's go. Check this out, folks. Let's go to the Edge Visualizer, and I'm going to let you all let me know. Try and tell me what Pickard was doing here. Someone tell me what Pickard was doing here. I'm just going to let this play out. I'm going to let this play out here. What happened there? Oh, boy. Puck went behind the net. Now, Calvin Pickard, what he was trying to do was kind of fake his backhand to Leppinen and then go to his forehand and send it around to Hamblin. That's what he was trying to do. Unfortunately, the puck kind of bounced on Pickard's stick and then he gives it away. I don't think he realized how much Winterton had closed the gap on him. He was farting and having an acid flashback. It's not his fault. Oh no, Eric! Come on, Eric. So funny. Can we watch Darnell's goal? Yes, we can. Nurse had a shot, or no, he passed it to Savoy. Puck goes in the corner. Henrique goes off of Howard's stick, and then Darnell Nurse literally just throws the puck towards the net, and it just beats Decord. He couldn't see it. You had Trent Frederick standing in front with a screen. What's the cat on the TV's name? That's Mochi. Hi, Mochi. Hi, baby. Hi, Moch. You want to come say hi? Come here, Mochi. Come on. Come here. Yeah, she's going to come say hi. Oh, my goodness. We are blessed to be in Mochi's presence right now, folks. Come here. Come on up. Hi, Moch. Hello. She's come to say hello. Hi. Now, she doesn't like being held the way my other cats like to be held sometimes, so she's just gonna be chilling on my lap. We did have the kitty trifecta earlier. If y'all missed it earlier, we did have Franklin. We have Kitty there. Mochi's currently on my lap, and Franklin was on the floor beside me. We got to see all the cats today. I had a cat that hated being What? What do I think of the Anthony Stolarz contract? I think that is a terrific deal for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think they made out like gangbusters, bro. That's a terrific contract for Toronto. I think Anthony Stolarz is a terrific goalie. Now, can he stay healthy? Stolarz has had some injury issues, some concussion issues. That guy's got to stay. If he stays healthy, that's a great contract. What do I think of McDavid? $18 million a year for 6 to 7 years. Listen, I think the only way McDavid gets more than $60 million a year is if he signs long term. But I still do think it'll be 3 or 4 years at about $15, $16 million a year. Yeah, but you pay good players money, though. The bigger problem in Edmonton is the money that, I mean, we've all talked about it, but the one singular player's contract that has hampered the team the most has not been Draisaitl, has not been Bouchard with his new deal. It's not going to be McDavid. It's Darnell Nurse's $9.25 million. That was a $3 million a year overpay. But again, you pay good players what they're worth. And whatever McDavid gets, whatever Draisaitl gets, Bouchard's worth the money too. I know not everyone agrees with that. Not here to have that discussion tonight. I think he'll sign, Ace. I think he'll sign. 60-win season? I don't think they're going to get 60. I mean, that would be a special season. I don't think it happens, but I'd love to be proven wrong. Hi, Moch. What's up? I'll say hi to everyone. Whoop. Hi, Mochi. Say hi to everybody. Hey. Let everyone look at the Moch. We are blessed to be in her presence here. What's up, Mochi? No, that's true, Don. Trent Frederick should get more than 20 points. I think Trent Frederick is good for about 15 goals, maybe 35, 40-ish points. Hopefully. I was just being weird. Yeah, right, Danny. What Zach Hyman needs to do this season, whenever he does get back in the lineup, I don't know when that will be, is finish. His finishing last season was brutal. He still scored 27 goals, but man, leading the league in high danger chances and only getting 27 goals out of it, he's got to bear down and score a few more this season. Mochi, what you doing, hun? You going to lay on my desk now? Yeah, she's going to lay on the desk. Why do you all keep doing that meme, bro? Stop. Middlestat's in Boston now. Brant. Sadly. Let's do McDavid for McKinnon and Makar, and that's just the starting point. Colorado still has to add more to that deal, in my opinion. I've already said it. The last stream, I even did the hand gesture for the meme. Also, we're at 37 likes right now. Let's get this thing up to 50 likes, and then we'll try and push 75 after. But I think 50 likes is the goal for now. McDavid for Calgary's entire team. Why would we trade Connor McDavid for a team that is not even going to make the playoffs this year? What would be the point of that? You think Stu is under Pickard's mask? He could be. He's a champ for that. Yeah, he does get a lot of goals called back, doesn't he? All right. Second period's about to start. Boom. We'll reset the timer. There it is. Shots were 13-8, apparently. Yes, I agree with that, Ace. That is a good summary. Pickard at fault for 1 goal. So the Oilers have a power play for 12 seconds here to start the second. Puck is, Henrique gave it away, actually. Never mind. Here's Tolvanen for the Kraken with a shot onto Pickard, and that's an easy save for Picks. Here come the Oilers now with a 4-on-2. Here's Howard. Walks in across to Henrique. Henrique in front, and they score. Matthew Savoy makes it a 1-goal game. Nice play. Nice play by Adam Henrique. He threw a pass in front to Matthew Savoy, and he just redirected that into the open cage. Ike Howard with the secondary assist. So Howard and Savoy getting on the score sheet here. Howard has 2 assists tonight. So that's someone that's still trying to make the team. Nice play by Savoy. Cheeky little hands in front. He deflects it over Joey Decord. All right. So the Oilers are within 1 here with a very AHL-heavy lineup, as we've talked about. Wasn't a power play goal. I'm pretty sure the power play had just expired. Puck at the blue line now to Emberson with a shot, and that's an easy save for Joey Decord. Lindgren across the ice here. Lazar trying to keep the puck alive. He'll send it in deep. Puck behind the Seattle net. Szymanski on the forecheck, applies pressure, forces giveaway. Here's Hudson now for the Oilers. He'll play it to the blue line to Kulak, across to Emberson. Emberson with a shot, and that deflects high and over the net, and it's kept alive by Kulak. Down low, Lazar leaves it for Szymanski. Szymanski trying to keep the puck alive. For your good start for the Oilers. It looks like they have a bit more jump in their step. Right now. Here come the Kraken. Here's a shot towards the net, and that goes off of Emberson's stick and out of play. Good play by Emberson to block that shot from going through. Like to see that. Yeah, let's build on that. All right, we're at 50 likes. All right, 117 viewers. Let's push for that 75 like milestone. 75 likes, folks, on the live stream. Let's do it. Let's do it. So the Oilers get an early goal here to start the second period. The penalty had just expired for Seattle. Matthew Savoy puts it in from Henrique and Howard. It's giving game 4 versus Florida. Puck to the Oilers blue line. Kept alive for a moment. Sent in deep by the Kraken. Here's Jaden Shorts now. Shorts will play to the blue line. Here's a one-timer to Larson, and he shoots that way wide of the net. Hamblin forces the puck out, and he'll find Clattenburg. Clattenburg into the middle to Mariala, and Mariala couldn't get a shot off. Mariala will send it to the blue line. Here's a shot from Stetcher. That's blocked by Wright. Oilers trying to keep the puck alive here. Clattenburg is going to pressure the defense. Mariala also pressuring the defense for the Kraken. Edmonton along the half wall. Mangiapane comes out for the Oilers as they try and get a change in with the puck in the offensive zone. Let's get it to Regula likes. I like that. Here's Trent Frederick for the Oilers. Down the right wing. Centers it out in front. Doesn't quite make it to who the intended target was, which I believe was Mangiapane. Regula resets in the neutral zone. Darnell Nurse up the right boards to Mangiapane. He sends it in deep. Decord slows it down. Trent Frederick in on the forecheck. He'll grab it for the Oilers in the far corner. He'll play it back to the point. Here's Darnell Nurse. Starter steps, looking for a play across to Regula. Regula will put it towards the net. That's blocked in front. Once again, Nurse pinches, tries to keep the play alive, and Jaden Schwartz for Seattle will send it into the Oilers zone, and Seattle desperately needed a change. They had a couple players who'd been out there for a while. So Regula, very cheeky play. I love Regula, man. He makes some really good plays with the puck. Here's Regula now up the right boards to Kapanen. He deflects it in deep. Adam Henrique is going to chase after that puck now. Stolen by the Kraken, though, and they'll skate it through the neutral zone. Oh, man, given away. Matthew Savoy almost stole it, and he gets in on the forecheck now. Tons of pressure by Matthew Savoy. Look at that speed and tenacity. Savoy forces a turnover. Savoy sends it to the point. Here's Emberson with a shot, and that goes wide of the net. Ike Howard now. He goes behind the net. Howard with Savoy and Henrique, and Howard and Savoy using their speed to cause fits for the Seattle defenders. Seattle, Savoy trying to center it out in front. It's going to be kept alive. Here's another shot by the Oilers, and that goes over the net. But Savoy and Howard, my goodness gracious, that's the speed that those two players bring. You make one, you hesitate for a millisecond against a player like Savoy, and he's just all over you. The Oilers were able to push and keep that play alive because of Savoy's speed in the offensive zone. Just a dog hunting a bone, man, is what Savoy was doing. Curtis Lazar off the offensive zone draw. He loses it. Seattle, they'll skate it up through the middle of the ice. Deflected in deep. Emberson chases behind his own goal. He takes his man out. Nice hit by Emberson. Puck will come to the blue line. Mahura keeps it in. Around the boards here. Nice little play by, I don't know who that was. Was that Szymanski? Here's Lazar to Hudson. Hudson for the Oilers. Can't get by the defense. Lazar throws a bit of a hit, but Seattle, they'll come away with it. No, because it's preseason, so I don't really care what the record is in preseason. That's just there to remind me to have it ready for the regular season, the team's records. No Minecraft. No, the Oilers they're pushing and they're finding a way here. Here's Clattenburg for the Oilers behind the Seattle net. Connor Clattenburg on the backhand to the blue line. Here's Lepinen with a shot, and that doesn't make it through traffic. Seattle just collapsing defensively. The Oilers have a lot of time and space at the blue line to make a play. Here's Stetcher from Lepinen. Yeah, Savoy looks great. Savoy is, I think, not that there was much doubt, but tonight I think is solidifying his spot on this team, and hopefully in a top six role. Here's Stetcher across to Lepinen. To Hamblin with a shot, and that's stopped by DeCourt. Sent into the corner. Beniers can't get it by Mariala. Nice job by Mariala to keep the play alive for Edmonton. It'll come along the half wall. Stetcher does a nice play, leaves it for Hamblin. Comes to Stetcher towards the goal. That's going to be picked up by Frederick. Trent Frederick for the Oilers. Into the middle. Troy Stetcher looking for a pass. Regula, he steps in the middle with his big body, but he can't get a shot off. I like that play from Regula. He tried to get in there, and now the puck is sent into the Oilers zone. Calvin Pickard out of his crease. He'll play it up the right-hand boards, and that'll be sent into the Seattle zone, and the Oilers get a power play. Did not realize that Seattle had a delayed penalty. The Oilers get a power play here. I think they may send Howard down, but it might be a situation where Leon Draisaitl was sent down in his second year with the team, and then he only played 3 games in the AHL before they called him back up. I think Howard is one of those situations where he's going to go down, but when they do recall him to the NHL club, he will not go back down. However long that takes. It could be a month, it could be 2 months, who knows? All right, so power play here for the Oilers. Howard to Savoy. Savoy, here's a shot to the left side. Frederick can't get it towards the goal. Behind the net to Henrique. Henrique to the point to Nurse. He'll play that to Trent Frederick. Left circle, back to Darnell Nurse at the point. Nurse towards the goal. That's deflected wide by Savoy. And Seattle, they're going to try and come up with this puck. They'll send it towards Calvin Pickard, and Pickard throws it out of his glove, and he reverses to Matthew Savoy. Whoa. Nurse and Savoy, bit of a miscue there in Seattle. They're going to keep that puck in the Oilers zone. Someone's got to communicate who wants it. Puck behind the Oilers net. Darnell Nurse with the puck. And this is why Darnell Nurse is not on the top power play unit for the Oilers NHL team. Nurse will play it back. Matthew Savoy with speed. He'll carry it. He'll send it to Howard. Howard, he loses it at the Seattle blue line. Those are plays where, as a head coach for Edmonton, I would be frustrated because I want that puck deep. Ike Howard has the speed to beat players at the blue line, but I want him to get that in deep. Oh, man, here's a steal by Seattle again. Behind the Oilers' goal. Puck is going to be sent back into the Seattle zone, and this power play is very ineffective right now. Here's Tolvanen. Centered in front. Oh, man, and Tolvanen just put that puck wide of the net. Tolvanen had a great chance. Here's Quinn Hudson now for Edmonton. Second power play unit out. 25 seconds left in the power play. Quinn Hudson along the near half wall gives the puck to Mariala. He'll reverse it back to Hudson. Hudson, right wing, trying to send it to his defenseman, Leppinen, but that's broken up by the Kraken. They'll send it down. 10 seconds left in the power play here. Here's Leppinen. He'll give it to Quinn Hudson. Quinn Hudson for the Oilers. Here's Mangiapane for Edmonton. He'll step in, plays it back to the point. Here's a play to Leppinen. Leppinen towards the Seattle net, looking for a tip, can't find it. Mangiapane plays it back to the blue line. Here's a shot by Emberson, and that's a pad save by Decord with traffic. And here comes Shane Wright now for the Kraken. He's going to try and set up a play with Schwartz. Schwartz will circle behind the Oilers net. Jaden Schwartz to the blue line. Here's Adam Larson. Keeps the play alive. Ty Emberson for the Oilers. He'll spin away from a check. Almost falls down, but he stays on his feet. He'll send it to Leppinen. Leppinen, puck over his stick. Leppinen's going to get pressured by Marchment. Marchment trying to steal it. Nice job by Lazar to provide that support to Leppinen, and Lazar will skate it out of trouble and allow the Oilers to get a change. That's a good defensive play by Lazar. As hard as I've been on Lazar in preseason, those are the types of plays that will make a coach very happy. Supporting your defenseman when he's getting pressured and then getting the puck out of danger. Troy Stetcher for the Oilers now. Brings it through the neutral zone. He'll dump it in deep. Behind the net is Decord, and he loses it. It's centered in front. Oh, and no one on Edmonton could grab it, and that's a bad pinch by Kulak. 2-on-1 for the Kraken. Oh, and what a defensive play. Was James Hamblin who broke up a 2-on-1. That is a great defensive play from James Hamblin. Wow. Here's Kulak behind the Edmonton goal. With the puck, 11:01 here. Left in the second. He'll play it up the boards. That's going to be not icing. Decord out of his net on his forehand. Puck will come up the right wing to Jordan Eberle. Eberle with speed. He'll flip it in deep. It's going to be chased by number 77 on Seattle. Mariala trying to grab it. Puck comes in front, and there's going to be a tripping penalty coming up against the Oilers as the parade to the penalty box continues in this game. My goodness. I don't know who took the penalty here. Was it Regula? Or was it Savoy? Oh, Mariala got the penalty. Mariala took the penalty. Which goalie started tonight? Calvin Pickard. Calvin Pickard. All right, folks. How we feeling? How we doing? We have a commercial break here, so we got a few minutes to chill. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button. You can subscribe if you'd like as we continue to climb towards 7,500 subs. Hopefully hit 10,000 subscribers this season, although I think the Oilers have to go on another deep playoff run for that to happen. But you never know. Seattle, they are going to get a power play here. What have I done? What happened, Alexander? What are we talking about? What do you mean what happened? You're good. Savoy had a top speed of 32 miles per hour. That seems fast. 32 kilometers an hour? Maybe? I think miles per hour is a little fast. I'm back. Who scored? Matthew Savoy scored for Edmonton. Kitty for net. We have 3 to pick from. Hi, Moach. How are you, baby? We got a mochi just hanging out on my desk now. Oilers Plus is frozen for some reason. Not sure what's going on here. That's true. That's true. FCNHL, I know it's your birthday and all, but don't bring the Panthers into this, okay? We don't want to hear it. Yeah, it was a nice pass from Henrique. Another Howard 1-2 from the dot would be nice. That would be fantastic. All right, power play for the Kraken here. Penalty was to Mariala. He ended up going for tripping. Seattle can't get set up as the Oilers send it all the way down into the Kraken end. Decord will leave that for Fleury. Hayden Fleury, the former Red Deer Rebel. Here's Eberle now. He'll find Beniers. Gives the puck across to Catton. Here's a shot towards the net. That's stopped by Pickard. Good save by Picks. And that's out of the... I don't know what happened there. Puck went into the Oilers bench, I guess. Yeah, Howard did have an assist on Savoy's goal. That's 2 points for Howard tonight. 2 power play assists. So obviously Ike Howard's specialty is the power play. That's kind of where he got a lot of his points in college last year too. So we know he can produce on the power play. Would like to see a little bit more at 5-on-5. Here's a shot from the point. Goes wide of the net. Here's Mahura across, and that's a broken stick, and the Oilers are going to have a bit of a break here. Here comes Lazar with Savoy, 2-on-1. Curtis Lazar walks in, shoots, and that's stopped by Decord. Man, just stayed out. My goodness, the Oilers have had a lot of odd man rushes. I'm happy Lazar shot it. The Oilers had a 2-on-1. Lazar with Savoy. Short-handed, good save by Decord. Here's Tolvanen, loses the puck for a moment. Puck along the wall here. Nice job by the Oilers to get that out. Jeez, I know Lazar, I mean, at least we finally got a shot, huh? You did say 2 points for Howard. You did. Yeah, the lineup tonight is pure AHL lineup. There are very few NHL players in this lineup. Hey, what's going on, dog? Do I watch baseball? Yes, I do. I'm a big Jays fan. Seattle with 10 seconds left on the power play here. Mariala will be stepping out of the box shortly. Seattle trying to enter the Oilers zone. It's going to be picked off by Stetcher. Puck comes to Kulak, reverses back to Stetcher, and he'll send that across to Kulak. Penalty is over. Here's Kulak. He's walking in. Looks like Bobby Orr with a shot. And that sails high and out of play. Ow. Brett Orr. Yeah, Kulak top 6 forward now, right? All right, so another commercial break here. Hi, Moach. What you doing, hun? Hi. Y'all want to see Moach? I want to see the Mochi. Hi, Mochi. She is hanging out in front of my monitor. What you doing, Mochi? She's very sweet. Give me some kisses. Hey, Moach. Thank you. Just put the camera in her face. She'll attack it. She doesn't like the paparazzi in her face. Hi, Mochi. Yeah, we were blessed with all the cats tonight. The Hell's Kitchen location is opening in Edmonton next year, and she's very excited. That is very interesting. I heard Hell's Kitchen is not all that it's made up to be. I heard it's pretty overrated. From the few people I know who have been to Vegas and gone to Hell's Kitchen in Vegas, they didn't really care for it. So I think I'll have to check out Hell's Kitchen if and when one opens in Edmonton. We could start playing a bunch of Diaz forwards and see what sticks. Yeah, no kidding, Elliot. Could you imagine? Hey, let's try Darnell Nurse as a winger. You never know, right? It's bloody raw. I love Gordon Ramsay, man. Also, I just want to thank everyone for tuning in, by the way. Like, the entire preseason, the support has been incredible. Like, every single live stream that I've done, we've had hundreds and hundreds of viewers for each one, which is wild. Like, it's not even the regular season. So, that's pretty cool. I love that you guys show up. Here's a shot off the face-off, and that is stopped by Decord once again. Jeez. Oilers have had some good looks here. Decord is keeping this a one-goal game. Do I think McDavid re-signs for the maximum? No, he'll sign for less than... I still think he comes in around $16 million a year. Yeah, I appreciate that. No clue. I appreciate that. I wouldn't do what I do without all of your guys' support, so thank you. Stetcher behind the net. It'll come to Matthew Savoy. He's pressured. He sends it up into the neutral zone just to alleviate that pressure. Savoy with Howard on the same line now. They did not start this game on the same line, but they've both played their way together. You have Szymanski out with them at the moment. Here's Ottavinen to Alexiak with a shot. Seattle trying to get the puck towards the Edmonton net, and here's Szymanski for the Oilers. He has to spin away from some trouble here. He'll play that up to Leppinen over his stick. Seattle keeps it in. Here's a shot, and that's stopped by Pickard. Oilers got to get this out. Got to find a way to get this out here. Howard reverses back to Stetcher. Here's Leppinen. This is where I'd like to see the Oilers maybe just ice it. Here's Howard coming up the left wing. Ike Howard trying to spin to his backhand. He's being pressured, trying to center it out in front. And Mariala just can't come up with it. Oilers do get the change. Puck comes across to Alec Regula. Regula sends it in behind the Kraken goal. Mariala chases after it with Hamblin. Puck comes to Regula across to Nurse. Nurse, he tries to shoot it towards the net, but that goes off a shin pad. Nurse with the shin pad assassin once again. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Were there in 2018? That's hilarious, dude. Did not know that. Here's a shot from Hamblin. Easy save by Decord. Puck behind the goal once again. Oilers fighting for possession. They've done a good job along the walls tonight, the Oilers. They've won a lot of battles, and they win another one. Puck is sent back to Nurse, but that bounces over his stick, and he'll play that back to Regula. Alec Regula sends it deep into the Kraken zone. Decord's going to play it on his forehand here to Shane Wright. Shane Wright through the middle of the ice, through the neutral zone with speed. He's going to try and cut through a couple defenders. Brett Kulak gets his stick in the way from a shot attempt, and that deflects into the corner for Ty Emberson. Emberson can't grab it. Wright chases after Kulak. This puck is in the Oilers zone, by the way. Here's Newman for Seattle. Trying to get kicked up to Frederick's stick. He can't grab it. Seattle keeps it alive. They're walking in with a shot. Good save by Pickard. And the puck is in the crease, but Pickard manages to clear it just wide of the net, and Emberson brings it into the near corner. There's a battle for this puck now. Good look for Seattle. Good save by Pickard. Ingram is in the AHL. Ingram will likely be in the AHL for quite a while. I don't think we see Connor Ingram until the new year. Big dip picks. That's right. And the puck is still in this corner that nobody can come up with it. It comes up the middle. Kapanen can't grab the puck. Once again, Kapanen just looks, I don't know. Puck to Kapanen with a shot, and that's stopped by Decord. I don't like Kapanen's game right now. I just don't like it. There's something about his game. I don't want to call him lazy because I don't think that's what this is. I don't think laziness is Kapanen's issue right now. But there is a lack of, I don't know what to call it. Maybe he's sick. You know what? I'll give Kapanen a break. He could be sick. The whole room's sick right now, so. Sleepy Joe. Yeah, Connor Ingram, he'll go down to Bakersfield. He'll work with the team down there. And when he's ready to come up, he'll come up for sure. Hey, what's going on, Potato? Good to see you again. Maybe it's situational awareness. It could be that. He just looks like he doesn't really know where he's supposed to be on the ice sometimes. You know what? That's true, but no clue. What have you done for me today? Not what have you done for me in the past. What are you doing for me today? And I want Kapanen to show me something right now. Just kidding. I'm not that intense. I'm not gonna be that hard on him. Yeah, exactly. It's preseason. The team's losing, so yeah, why do I care, right? I only care if the team wins. Oh, yeah, Calgary is getting blown out. Also, I was asked to check the Discord for what's going on in the Discord. What is happening in the Discord? Why have I been tagged so many times? What's going on in here? What have I missed? Oh my god. Nightbot is, you can block Nightbot? Oh my god, what have you all done? What have you all done? Any plans to come up for any regular season games? Yeah, I am planning on it. I don't know which game I'm going to see because I am going to Vancouver for the game in Vancouver at the end of October. I will be going to a game in Edmonton at some point. Haven't decided which one yet. I did see that, Bradley. I did see that. Here's a puck to the blue line. Shot from the Kraken. It goes over the net. There was some traffic in front. I don't know what happened there. Here comes Leppinen for the Oilers. He'll dump it in towards the far corner here in the Kraken zone. And Seattle, they're going to try and get it out. It's in the feet to Gaudreau. He'll put it in. Stetcher chases it. He's hit hard. Here's Quinn Hudson now for Edmonton. Quinn Hudson to Stetcher. Stetcher up the right boards to Szymanski. Past him. Kept in by Alexiak. Around to Lazar. Puck through the middle. Here's Szymanski. He'll find Quinn Hudson. Hudson trying. Oh, that's a bad play by Hudson. You got to get that puck in deep, my man. Hudson has not had a good game, by the way. I think Hudson's getting sent down to the AHL after this one. Here's a play in front. Nice stick by Troy Stetcher. Lindgren would have been wide open for a one-timer on the back door, but nice read by Stetcher to get his stick in the lane. Ooh, we are at Mary Lemieux likes on the stream. Let's hit 75. We want to get to the Alec Regula number. 75 likes on this live stream. If you have not hit the like button yet, hit that like button, folks. That's the best way to support the channel. Just hit the like button. It'll push my content through the algorithm. It'll tell YouTube that people want to see my content. Hey, good to see you again, Unseen Bones. How are you? Here come the Kraken, and Adam Larson with a shot. Doesn't make it to the net. Blocked by Nurse. Darnell Nurse behind his goal. He's being pressured here. Nurse can't get the pass off. Nice job by Regula, though. He'll skate it out of trouble. Center ice. Howard can't come up with it. Savoy just out of his reach. Henrique on the forecheck. Can't grab the puck now. Here's Adam Larson for the Kraken. They get it into the Oilers zone. Nice job. Good back check by Adam Henrique. He steals that puck. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Puck behind the Oilers goal. And the Kraken was kind of tripped up there. Nice job by Savoy to get a stick on the centering attempt. Mahura will give it to Larson across the ice. Here's Schwartz. Centered in front. Right to Schwartz. Schwartz back to Larson. Adam Larson to Schwartz. Schwartz across to Mahura. Seattle with a ton of pressure here. Mahura to Schwartz. Jane Schwartz, right circle, walks in the middle of the ice towards the Oilers. Goal stopped by Calvin Pickard off his pad. And Seattle, they look to get another opportunity. They keep the puck alive. Here's Mahura. He'll find right with a shot, and that goes off of the broken stick that was in the crease and into the corner. Oilers desperate to get this puck out. Oh, man, the Oilers have been hemmed in their own zone for a while here. Here's Newman with the puck, spins away from a check. Here's Mahura centering to Schwartz off a stick, and that'll go to the blue line, but not out. Oh, boy. This line has been on the ice for a while for Edmonton. Savoy, Howard, Henrique, they've... Seattle continues to work the cycle here. Schwartz across the ice. Here's a shot by Mahura off the post. It's in front. Oh, my God. How did that stay out with 1:38 to play? Puck at the post, and then the rebound attempt couldn't go in. Here's Adam Henrique for the Oilers now. He'll just finally lift that, but not super deep. Darnell Nurse, he's going to try and get off for a change. Oh, geez, Louise, man. What an opportunity for Seattle. They just couldn't bury their chances. Here's Regula. Regula with Savoy's stick. And here comes Mariala for the Oilers as the Oilers finally get a change. Shot by Mariala, and there's some rough stuff in front of the net now. I don't know what was going on there. Ottavainen was not happy with whatever happened in front of the Kraken net. I didn't see if an Oiler made contact with DeCourt or not, but Clattenburg wants a piece of Ottavainen. Clattenburg's talking with him. Yeah, apparently it was Regula took the stick from Savoy. Apparently it was Regula. All right, Clattenburg got a penalty for roughing. Not sure what happened there. Clattenburg decided to go punch someone, and he's going to the box. Oilers on the penalty kill here. Minute 10 to go. Clattenburg in the box. You got to be good to be lucky sometimes, and lucky to be good. It's 7-1 Vancouver now, by the way. 7-1 Vancouver over Calgary. My goodness gracious. I'm also bewildered that was the only penalty. And of course, because this is Oilers Plus, getting the feed from the Climate Pledge Arena Jumbotron, we don't actually get a replay of what the penalty was. Are our boys scared or shy? I think they're doing the rest. Here's Lazar trying to find Mangiapane shorthanded. Mangiapane one-on-one. And this is where Mangiapane's value really shines here. He is a good penalty killer. So, big fan of what I just saw there from Mangiapane and Kraken. Well, that's what I mean. Like, because it's like Jumbotron like feed, they usually don't. If that was a TV broadcast, they likely would have showed the penalty. Hudson for sure. Howard he's close. Howard's close, but does need some seasoning, I think. Here's a shot by Mahura, deflects onto Pickard, and he makes the save. 15 seconds left here in the period. Oilers defending a late penalty to Clattenburg. Here's a shot towards the net, and that was flubbed towards Pickard. Doesn't quite make it there. Emberson will try and hold this along the boards, and that'll do it. That'll do it for the second period. Second intermission. Reset the clock. And there we go. So the Oilers have had a pretty good showing here since they went down 3-0. We'll try and check some of the advanced stats. I don't know what the advanced stats look like here. Expected goals in all situations, all situations, the Oilers actually lead. 3.09 to 1.91. High danger chances, 13 to 8 for Edmonton. Scoring chances, 22 to 15. Shots, 23 to 14. 38 to 31 Corsi. So the Oilers have had the better looks overall. And for a team with a very AHL heavy lineup, you got to be encouraged by Edmonton's play here, I think. So the Corsi, basically since it was 3-0 Seattle, it was all Edmonton, really, for a lot of that second period. We'll take a look at some of the players here. Who's leading in the expected goals department for Edmonton? Who's at the bottom? Regula's at the bottom. Same with Frederick, Emberson, Kulak. See, it's these guys. It's these guys. Let's go all situations, though. All situations. Kulak, Manjapani, Emberson, Hudson's had a tough night tonight. Szymanski, Henrique, Nurse. Darnell Nurse having a good night. Love to see that from Nurse. No more Kraken. Hey, what's going on, Vortex? I'm very excited for the season to get going here. Very excited for the season to get going. I think what fans want, you're not entirely wrong, Elias, but they also want to see an injection of some youth. Like, what does Matthias Janmark actually do? Right? Janmark he doesn't do a whole lot. He's a cardio merchant. He can penalty kill, but the penalty kill's not very good when he's on the ice. And he doesn't produce anything at 5-on-5. We want to see players that have potential. We want to see some young blood injected into the lineup, push some of these vets a little bit. Adam Henrique also collapsing production too. He's old and slow now. It's just the unfortunate reality for a player like Henrique. Like, I don't think anyone can legitimately tell me that Janmark would be better than like Szymanski. I honestly think Szymanski could come in and do what Janmark does. Big third coming up. Yep, big third here. Oilers only down 1. Janmark is life. Henrique 2 years ago, 3 years ago, yeah, he could score goals. He can play on the power play. He still had a little bit of feet to him, some foot speed. He's never been a super fast player, but with how fast the NHL is now, poor Henrique just can't catch up, No, he has a full no move. Rico can't go to Bakersfield. He can't even get traded. He has a no move clause. Well, Janmark's got some boots. He just doesn't have any hands. Remember that breakaway Janmark had last year where he went to his backhand and he shoveled it into the corner? It wasn't even close to a shot on net. Hey, what's going on, Justin? When is McDavid going to re-sign with the Oilers? October 6th. You heard it here first. I read the script. The Oilers gave me their organizational script for the season. Connor McDavid signs on October 6th, or it's announced on October 6th. Going to miss Corey Perry this season? Yes and no. They'll miss him for the locker room because he's such a good voice to have in that locker room. But Corey Perry, he wanted way too much money, 40 years old. He shot at an unsustainable shooting percentage last season. He would not have produced that way again. It just would not have happened. Shooting 25% as a 40-year-old, you're not going to duplicate that. I love Perry, don't get me wrong. I loved Corey Perry, but the Oilers were wise to allow LA to sign him to that contract. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you for hitting the like button. If you have not hit the like button yet, make sure you hit that like button. If you've not subscribed to the channel yet and you want to be part of this channel, daily Oilers content, live streams all season long. I can't promise all 82 games because there will be games that I am going to in person, so I won't be able to do a live stream, but Perry will outscore Janmark? Probably. Honestly, yeah, I think he would. I think Janmark scores 4 goals this season. Corey Perry probably scores 8 or 9. Maybe even 10. Maybe Corey Perry hits double digits again. Hopefully. I know Corey Perry had an injury and he's going to be out a little while, so. Show us the screen of what? The game? And then get copyright struck and have my channel shut down? Absolutely not. But what I can show you is Mochi. You want to see a sleepy kitty? Mochi sleeping on the desk. I can show y'all Mochi instead. I think Mochi is much better than the Oilers anyways. Gotta get rid of the stew curse. Hi, Mochi. She's a very sleepy baby today. And then, of course, Kitty Kitty. He's the one that I do have the camera pointed at for most of the stream. He's sleeping on his cat bed here. No, we didn't get to game 7 last year, unfortunately. We only got to 6 games. Mochi's a silent killer. Yeah, she could be. Also, don't hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for Kitty Kitty and for Mochi. If you want to see my cats very regularly. We also had a little cameo from Franklin today, so that was nice. Yeah, they're very cute. Very, very cute. All right, folks, I'm going to take a 5-minute break or so. I am going to get some water, rest my headache. I still have a crazy headache going on. But y'all are making this live stream. It's a good distraction from the headache. So I will see y'all in about 5, 6, 7-ish minutes. Get some water, go to the bathroom. How are you watching the game? I'm watching on Oilers Plus tonight. But yeah, enjoy chair. Enjoy. This is OG chair. And you'll know it's OG chair because of how worn out it looks. Like, look at this. Like, look at the leather coming off the chair. Oh, Mochi took my chair. Mochi took the chair, folks. I'm not getting this chair back. Mochi. Hi. What you doing? Mochi. Alrighty. We are back. What'd I miss? What'd I miss? Was Mochi good? Was Chair good? I hope everyone was good. Much time left? 3 minutes left in the intermission here. 3 minutes. Minutes. I saw that Vancouver beat Calgary 8-1. My goodness gracious. Oh, we may have a cat fight here. Uh-oh. Mochi's looking at Kitty Kitty. She's protecting the cat tree now. It's hers. It's her tree. We running it back next game. Something tells me Calgary will put Dustin Wolf in net next time, and they will not score 8 goals against him. Probably. Has Evander Kane played at all for Vancouver in the preseason? I haven't paid attention to Vancouver's preseason, so. Oh, hi, Katie. Not really another player that has the same speed and he has great hockey IQ. That's true, Rice, man. That is super, super true. At minimum, if Savoy is not on McDavid's wing, he's got to be with Draisaitl. That's why I'm so frustrated that Chris Knobloch wants to run McDavid and Draisaitl on the same line to start the season. I don't think he has to. I really don't think he has to do that. Yeah, I think so too, Ace. Game winner from Franklin to Mochi to Kitty Kitty. I like that. I like that Kitty Kitty gets the game winner. If I was the coach, what would be my lines? Just curious. Top line, once Hyman is healthy. I don't know, man. There's a couple players you could put up there. You could have Savoy, McDavid, Hyman. You could do Mangiapane, McDavid, Hyman. Second line, Podkolzin, Draisaitl, Savoy. Third line, Tomashek, Szymanski. Like, nuclear option to get a good start in the regular season is definitely not the answer. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think that's the answer either. Noah Philp should be. I think Noah Philp will be the fourth line center. I think that's where they want to play him. Maybe third line center. Oh yeah, Nuge. Maybe Nuge, third line center. Oops. Thoughts on Krill the Thrill getting $17 million a year? And would that mean Connor gets 19 or 20? No, I actually think Connor McDavid comes in under Kaprizov. I think McDavid comes in around 15 or 16 million a year. I think Kaprizov is overpaid by about $3 or $4 million per season. He is a scoring winger that has only hit 100 points once. He has 0 individual awards. He has 0 playoff success. The fact that he is the highest paid player in the NHL, I think, is ridiculous. However, to be fair to Minnesota Wild fans, they don't have a whole lot to, cheer for sometimes in Minnesota. They haven't had a player like Kaprizov before, so you have to lock him up at that price, right? It's a double-edged sword, in my opinion. I think he's just being paid way too much money. Should I bet money on the Oilers? Don't bet money at all. I don't gamble. I don't condone gambling. I will never encourage anyone to gamble, ever. With McDavid and Draisaitl separated, you take a lot from others. Do you, though? Like, do the others... I find the team plays worse when those two are together because it's almost like they're just waiting for them to be the ones to produce. Seattle on the power play here. Here's Shorts. He'll play it to Tolvanen, to Mahura. Here's Wright to Mahura. Mahura Centering it out in front. Can't get a shot off was Marchment. Hey, what's going on, Ceslin? Good to see you again. Yeah, everybody put all of your money on Janmark. That's true. I just have strong opinions. Even if you're not using real money, I have some. Oh, man, what a giveaway there by Regula. Seattle keeps the play alive. Behind the Oilers' goal, here's Eberle. Out front, comes to the blue line. Here's Lindgren. Down low to Eberle. He'll let that go around to Beniers. Here's Fleury. He cycles back around. Eberle can't come up with it. Behind the net to Eberle. Jordan Eberle. He centers it out in front on his backhand. Darnell Nurse can't move the puck forward. It's going to come to Adam Henrique. Kicks it up to Howard. Mangiapane. I didn't like that play by Henrique. That's a lazy play. He's using his feet instead of his stick to move the puck up. And then Henrique almost gives the puck away again. He's behind his net. He does give it away, but he comes back up with it. Adam Henrique is just not managing the puck well at all. Savoy plays it to Mangiapane, and he'll finally skate that out of trouble for the Oilers. Andrew Mangiapane waiting for reinforcements. Here's Howard with a shot. Or Hamblin, sorry, and that doesn't make it towards the goal. Puck will come back into the Oilers zone now. Troy Stetcher. In the end, it's October Lions to get the start. Fair, yeah. Thoughts on the Reichel rumors? Would he be a decent fit? I think that's just another bottom six forward. The Oilers already have a lot of bottom six forwards. I like the kid. I really do. I just don't know where he fits. Here's Winterton. Centers it out in front. Here's a goal by the Kraken. Defensive breakdown by the Oilers. And it is 4-2. I don't know who that was on Seattle. Oh, it was Winterton. Sorry, I was right. Yeah, Winterton makes it 4-2. Goes over the glove of Pickard. He was in on a partial break there. So Trent Frederick was the... Why was Trent Frederick defending? I need to see the play from... What defenseman? So Stetcher was back. Play comes over to... Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one for picks, too, because it's a... Yeah, Goudreau centered it to Winterton, and yeah, Pickard went down. His glove was by his hip the whole time. That's a tough one. Not optimal there for Pickard. You might want that one back. It would be a crazy line, CNG. It would be a crazy line, but if the Oilers get McKenna, then something horrible has happened this season. I don't want that to happen. I mean, that's true. Like I think the risk reward would be very good, very low risk, very high reward potential for Lucas Reichel. Here's a face-off at the Kraken blue line. Szymanski wins it back to Emberson. He'll skate it in his own zone. He gives it to Kulak. Kulak up the right boards off of Savoy's stick. And I can't see what's happening because it's just Seattle Kraken graphics going on the screen. Thank you, Oilers Plus, so much. I love Oilers Plus. Thank you, Daddy Daryl Katz, for having the best service imaginable that you make fans pay for when I'm trying to watch a hockey game. This is awesome. Awesome. I literally can't do anything. He's not signing with the Leafs, Ace. That's not happening. I'm not a betting man. I would put my entire life savings and any other assets that I have that he would not go to Toronto. There's no reason to want to go to Toronto. Toronto has the least success of any team in the NHL in the salary cap era. Why would he go there if he wants to win a cup? It makes no sense. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's his hometown team, but Tavares, that's what Tavares did. He went to his hometown team. The picture of him in his Leafs pajamas, super cute, and the team has done nothing. Their core four got nothing accomplished. And then, arguably, their best player out of the core four, and Mitch Marner, is the one that got run out of town. So, Here's Trent Frederick now. Yeah, the dream's to win a Stanley Cup. I think Connor McDavid knows. Here's a shot from the point. Rebound in front, trying to come up with it. Oh, my God. Szymanski put it over the net. Or Mangiapane, sorry. Hit a wide open net, and he put it over it. That is so unfortunate. Kapanen keeps the cycle going for the Oilers. Mangiapane. Kapanen, I haven't liked Kapanen's game at all. He got hit. He's played very soft tonight. Kapanen will come back up with it, though. 3-on-2 for the Oilers. Mangiapane trying to find Nurse. Back to Mangiapane towards the net. Doesn't get a shot off. And here come the Kraken now. Alexiak, he'll just flip it in deep. Ike Howard can't come up with the puck, but Matthew Savoy will get it in deep in the Kraken zone. Here's Adam Henrique with a backhand. Savoy with the rebound. Can't get it on net. Tries to put it behind the pad of Decord, and the Oilers keep the play alive. Adam Henrique gives it to Savoy. Savoy's created a lot tonight for Edmonton. To Henrique. He'll play it back to the point. Here's Stetcher to Leppinen. Leppinen steps in the left circle. Leppinen will put it down low. Ike Howard finds Adam Henrique. Back to the point to Stetcher. Stetcher with a shot. And that deflects high and out of play. Like that shift from Howard and Savoy. Good shift there. The Nordiques. Man, I wish the Nordiques still had a team. The Oilers have had some chances. They've had a couple 2-on-1s that they didn't even shoot the puck on. Yeah, Howard and Savoy have had very good nights tonight. Very good nights. Howard 2 assists. Savoy has a goal. That's really good to see. McDavid to the Whalers. Yeah, average Oilers game. Here's Hudson. He centers it. Oh, man, nice shot by Szymanski. Good save by Decord. Like that shot from Szymanski. Just got it off very, very quickly. Nice pass by Hudson to find him. Here's Szymanski along the wall here, trying to play back to the point. He's fighting for it, but Seattle will get that out of trouble. Szymanski on the back check here. Behind his net, he'll give that puck to Kulak. Here's Emberson. Shoots the puck in deep. Oh, I don't remember, Danny. I don't remember which team you said. The new NHL expansion team, which would be what? Atlanta? Houston? Here's Hayden Fleury with a shot. That deflects off a body. And here's Connor Clattenburg for Edmonton. Clattenburg with Hamblin, 2-on-1. Here's Clattenburg, centers it in front. Mariala gets the shot off and a big save by Joey Decord. Oh my goodness gracious. Clattenburg set up Mariala, who walked in, had all the time in the world to pick a corner, tries to go 5-hole, and Joey Decord, he stones him. Joey Decord has made some big saves, man. See, this is what Oilers fans want from their starting goaltender. They want them to just make some saves sometimes, and Joey Decord does that for the Kraken. The Nova Scotia Crabs. Here's a face-off shot. Onto Decord, makes the save. Puck will come into the Oilers zone. Trent Frederick now gives it to Darnell Nurse. Puck is going to be sent in deep. In the Seattle zone, not icing. Seattle trying to get rid of it, and it comes out in front. Trent Frederick and Mangiapane trying to connect there. Can't get a shot off. And here's Alexiak now. He'll spin the puck into the neutral zone. Schwartz to Tolvanen. Tolvanen to Schwartz. He tries to center it. It comes to the blue line, blocked in front by Regula. He stick handles and gives the puck to Trent Frederick. Trent Frederick sends it back to Regula. Oilers are going to make a change here. So are the Kraken. Who's in net today? It is Calvin Pickard for Edmonton, and then Joey Decord for the Kraken. Here's Ike Howard just off of his stick. He tried to come in on that left wing. Adam Henrique cycles it back to Howard behind the Kraken net. Savoy comes in to support as well. Adam Larson up the right boards. Puck will just get out of the zone. The Oilers will regroup. Emberson to Savoy. Savoy across the ice, deep into the Kraken zone. Nobody was going in on the forecheck for Edmonton, though. Eberle, puck stuck in the linesman's skates. That linesman has benefited the Oilers on a couple plays tonight. Here's Brett Kulak for Edmonton. Gives the puck to Ty Emberson. Emberson skates up the right wing here out of the Oilers zone, trying to find Kulak. And that's going to be icing. Not icing, actually. 12:22 to play here. Not icing. Here's Winterton for the Kraken, trying to drive wide. Nice job by Curtis Lazar. He forces him behind the net. Puck behind the Oilers' goal. Comes out in front. Josh Szymanski for the Oilers will grab it, and he'll skate it through the neutral zone. Josh Szymanski, who had a great chance earlier, just couldn't beat Joey Decord. Lindgren takes a hard hit from Szymanski. Lazar in on the forecheck, can't come up with the puck. And here's Troy Stetcher now. Oilers reset. Quinn Hudson up the left wing. Josh Szymanski, he's going to get stuffed at the left circle. Lazar on the forecheck, steals it, but loses it immediately. Puck sent back into the neutral zone. Szymanski gives it to Lepinen. Oilers will make another change here. Exactly, right? Remember, the games only count if the Oilers win in preseason. Right, here's Hamblin. Sends puck in deep. Clattenburg on the forecheck, trying to get in. He's cut off. Could have called interference there on Alexiak, but that's fine. Puck will be sent up the right wing. Here's Marchment. Marchment waiting for some reinforcements for the Kraken. Marchment across to the left circle. Here's a shot by Mahura and a good block by Hamblin. Hamblin's had a great game tonight. Behind the Oilers' goal, Seattle working it. Comes out in front. Puck bouncing all over the place. And Mariala will find Regula to James Hamblin. Hamblin sends the puck in deep into the Kraken zone. Nice job by Mariala. He steals that centering attempt. Here's Kapanen on his backhand. Doesn't get a shot away. Sends it back to the blue line. Here's a shot by Emerson, and that deflects just wide. And the puck is flipped high into the neutral zone. Jaden Schwartz with it now. Behind the Oilers' goal. Puck behind the Oilers' net. Emberson trying to move the play up the ice. Here comes Andrew Mangiapane. Mangiapane now. Cheeky little play at the blue line. A Seattle Kraken fell there. Kapanen can't keep the play alive, and here comes Schwartz. Kraken just playing defense right now. They're not really getting in on the forecheck. Kapanen into the middle. Put his player in a bad spot there in Frederick. Emberson back up the right side. Mangiapane through the middle. Can't come up with it. Adam Larson. Hey, welcome back, Ty. Right. Deep into the Oilers zone. Here's Lepinen now to Adam Henrique. Adam Henrique for the Oilers. He'll find Savoy with a shot. Good save by Decord. Nice shot by Savoy. It was up high. Oh, man. What a hit by Stetcher. Goodness gracious. Troy Stetcher threw a big hit there. Oh, and that was Stetcher with the shot, too. I thought that was Savoy for a second. Could have fooled me coming in on that right side. Seattle in the Oilers zone. Can't quite come up with possession. Ike Howard fights for it. It'll come to Stetcher. And the Oilers do get it out, and Savoy trying to poke it through. Can't come up with it, though. Here's Eberle. Skates through the neutral zone. Jordan Eberle with a shot off of a leg. Blocked. It's behind the Oilers' net. Jordan Eberle still has it. Here's Alexiak. Towards the goal, and that's blocked by Regula. Nice job by Alec Regula there. Trying to find Quinn Hudson. 8:50 to play. Seattle with a hard rim around. Calvin Pickard in his feet. He'll find Darnell Nurse, who had one hand on his stick for some reason. Seattle keeps the play alive. Kraken move the puck around. It's at the Oilers' blue line. Adam Larson looking for a lane. Throws it towards the goal. Blocked by Darnell Nurse. Behind the Oilers' goal, Alec Regula can't come up with it. Nurse supports. Puts it up the boards to Quinn Hudson. Hudson through the middle. Gives it away. Oh, man, and it's almost kept in by Goudreau. He has some pretty silky hands, that Goudreau, on the Seattle Kraken. Here's Szymanski, gives it to Regula, who's been out there for a little while here. Puck comes to the neutral zone. Szymanski plays it back to Darnell Nurse. Oilers will change their forward group. Here comes Connor Clattenburg for the Oilers. Through the middle of the ice here. Here's Mariala. Hard rim around to the blue line. Here's a shot by Emberson, and that's stopped by Decord. Rebound came out in front. Nobody could pick it up for the Oilers, and now Seattle skated out of trouble. Kulak, one hand on his stick, tries to poke it. to Clattenburg. Clattenburg around the boards, just out of the reach of Emberson. Seattle behind the Oilers' goal. Play to the blue line. Fleury can't get it towards the net. Ty Emberson being tied up by Marchment. Puck will come to Clattenburg, and the Oilers will try and get a bit of a jailbreak here. Here's Mariala. He puts it across the ice. Hamblin was going for a change, and now Mariala behind the Kraken net. Almost comes up with it. Almost takes it away from Fleury. Nice job by Mariala. Mariala is very good on the forecheck. He's very underrated in his ability to like cut off angles and get into passing lanes. Here come the Kraken, and that is going to be offside with 6:56 to play. There was a lot of time without a whistle there. Oh, my voice. I'm losing my voice. Would be nice to have an above-average goalie like Decord. Tell me about it. Decord's had a good game for Seattle tonight. Hey, what's going on, RH? How are you? McDavid for one bouncy ball. Win or lose, the fact that we're outplaying Seattle with our AHL lineup and they have veterans out is impressive. I agree. Just need a little bit of finish. Just need to find a way to bear down on some of these chances. Oilers keep teasing it through. Well, it's 4-2 now, but yeah, it's Edmonton's got some work to do. Yeah. Honestly, it's a preseason game. It's 10:15 local time here in Alberta. I say if you're tired, go to bed. But before any of you do leave, hit the like button. We're at 84 likes. Let's see if we can get 100. Can we hit 100 likes? Let's see if we have 16 more likes than us. Let's try and hit 100 likes on the live stream. That would just like cap off a great day. I agree, Bradley. Marial is another player where I'm glad that he has shown well in camp because I have confidence in his ability to go down, play well, and then when he comes up as a call-up option, he'll play well for the team. I should go to bed. You don't suck. You love hockey. If I lived out east, I'd be stayed up and watching these games too. I hope so too, Trench boys. Have fun at school tomorrow. Have a great night. Yeah, and thank you so much for becoming a member for 6 months. Sell David of Florida for future considerations. This game is more important than the Stanley Cup final. All right, yeah, and you're looking to get banned here, all right? I don't ban people lightly, but you're looking for the ban. Why can't people see that? Nah, I would never ban you, Yan. I would never ban you. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Here's Mangiapane. He'll find Trent Frederick across to Mangiapane. Brings it into the Kraken zone. Puck bouncing around. Frederick can't come up with it. Oh, that's true, N23. There you go. Yeah, exactly, CNG. I'd probably never. I would probably never watch hockey again if McDavid went to Florida. Honestly. Mentally, I wouldn't be able to. I just couldn't do it. It would be over. I'd shut the channel down. Or I would heel turn and become the biggest Florida Panther fan on the planet. Everything on the channel would be rebranded to the Florida branding. It is unfortunate, Ace, but yeah, McDavid and Kachuk would cook. They would cook together. Kitty. He's going to New Jersey to be with the Hughes brothers. I don't know about that. I don't think that's going to happen. I think New Jersey might be one of the last markets McDavid goes to, actually. No offense to any New Jersey fan that might be tuned in right now. Oilers trying to grab the puck here. Savoy. Oilers down by 2. If they want to come back in this game, they're going to have to get a quick one here. Give themselves a chance. Puck is sent up the left boards. Nobody there for Edmonton. And Darnell Nurse is in on the forecheck like a forward right now. Puck through the neutral zone. And Seattle with an odd man rush. Nurse gets back on defense, though. You know what? He pinched up, but he got back on defense. So we'll take that. Puck comes around the boards. Larson sends it in deep. Puck behind the Edmonton net. Regula can't grab it. Comes to Jordan Eberle. Jordan Eberle on his backhand. He reverses to Cartier. Cartier trying to shake off Eberle. Here's a shot by Larson that goes high and wide. Puck sent back behind the Oilers' net. Regula trying to grab it for the Oilers. He's pinned up against the wall by Marchment. Or Winterton, sorry. And there's a board battle here. Puck is stuck. Adam Henry can't grab it. Puck is going to be sent to Darnell Nurse. Up the left wing, and Howard will play it through the neutral zone. That'll allow the team to get a change here. Hudson applying pressure. Seattle skating it up the right wing. Winterton loses it to Szymanski. Szymanski to Hudson. Hudson sends the puck in deep. Curtis Lazar in on the forecheck. Decord out of his net. Up the far boards. Kept in by... No, it wasn't kept in. Szymanski got a little piece of it. Here's Szymanski for the Oilers. He tries to stick handle into the Seattle zone, and he got a stick on the clearing attempt for a moment, but the Oilers couldn't come up with it. 4:04 to play here. Here's Mariala. He'll find Brett Kulak. Oilers kind of fumbling the puck in their own zone right now. Puck through the... Oh, man, that's a bad giveaway there. And here comes Marchment. Down low. Comes to the blue line. Alexiak sends it in deep. Kulak for the Oilers. We'll find Mariala. Mariala with close support skates it through the neutral zone. Here comes Mariala, who was called up earlier today. Tries to center it out in front. And who was that? Here's a shot by Nurse, and that deflects wide. I don't know who that was on Edmonton. Had a chance to take it to the net and chose not to. Oilers still on the forecheck here. Can't quite keep it in. Regula, he'll rub his man off along the wall. Pause. Regula gives it back to Darnell Nurse. Nurse up the left boards. Here's Clattenburg for Edmonton. He can't keep possession, and Seattle will get that out of trouble here. I mean, Kaprizov is greatly overpriced already. Kaprizov making $3 million more per season than Darnell Nurse is crazy. Decord sends it towards the Oilers' net. Calvin Pickard was leaving his crease to go to the bench to give the Oilers an extra attacker, and Decord would have scored if Pickard didn't read that and get back in his crease. Joey Decord tried to hit the empty net. Now, Calvin Pickard has gone to the bench. Seattle trying to get this puck out of trouble here. It'll be sent down into their zone, not icing. Here's Leppinen. He'll send the puck in deep. Oilers with the net empty, down by 2. Oh, and the puck took a stupid bounce off the net, and Seattle's going to find a way to get this down the ice once again. Here's Darnell Nurse. He'll give that puck to Leppinen. Leppinen to Mangiapane. Mangiapane skates it to the blue line. Oilers trying to come up with it, and the puck gets by Leppinen again. The Oilers can't get set up at all, and the puck gets by Darnell Nurse's stick. Here's Goudreau. He's going to be pushed along the boards there by Leppinen, and here's Matthew Savoy now. Matthew Savoy to Leppinen. Leppinen stutter steps by Eberle. Matthew Savoy with speed centers it out in front. Here's Szymanski to Kapanen. Oilers will now get set up with 1:30 to play, net empty. Here's Kapanen to Leppinen. Back to Kapanen. Kapanen to Leppinen. Leppinen towards the goal, and that goes off a stick and wide. Nobody on Edmonton is able to keep that in. They're all too tired. The Kraken are going to come up with it. And Schwartz is going to send it back. Here's Larson across to Mahura. Mahura with a high flip. That's going to be picked up by Leppinen. Here's Leppinen. Oilers send it in deep. Szymanski behind the Kraken net. Adam Henrique will find Kapanen. He'll play it back to the blue line to Kulak. Across to Leppinen. Leppinen with not a good play by Leppinen. Bad play, trying to keep it alive to Kapanen there. Puck goes off of the linesman as Seattle clears it out, and the puck will be sent deep into the Oilers zone. Hey, no worries. Have a great night. Hit the like button on your way out. This game is pretty much over, but hit that like button, okay? Hit the like button before you head out of here. I want to hit 100 likes on the live stream tonight. Here's Regula to Henrique, and shot towards the empty net. Does not make it. Not icing. Here's Kulak. He'll find Mangiapane. Stick handles by a few Kraken players. Hudson sends it behind the Kraken net. Off the glass. Here's Regula trying to throw it up the middle, and the Oilers just didn't quite have it in them tonight, you know? They didn't have it in them. They had some good chances. But, they outshot the Kraken 34-17. Couple mistakes from Pickard. Couple defensive lapses by the team. And that's the way she goes, folks. Honestly, though, the fact that the Oilers had a full AHL lineup in, I like how they played. They didn't give up. A lot of players are sick and hurt right now, so just get out of preseason healthy. That's all we care about. We can play the Abbotsford Canucks next time to build our spirit. That's true. Have a great night, everybody. Post-game fan reaction is going to be up within the next hour or so. And then tomorrow we'll have a day after discussion, unless some breaking news happens in the meantime. So thank you all so much for tuning in. We did hit 100 likes on the live stream, so thank you for that. Everyone, we have a Mochi, but we also have a Kitty and a Franklin. Hi, Franklin. Hi, Franklin. You want to say hi to everyone? Hi, Franklin. Say goodnight to Franklin. He's enjoying his life right now. Hi, buddy. Hey, what are you doing? Franklin has blessed us with his presence, so Franklin is the GOAT. Hit the like button for Franklin. Yeah, he's shy now. He was playing. As soon as I put the camera on him, he doesn't know what to do. Hi, Franklin. Hi, buddy. Oh, what a funny guy. What a silly guy. We'll give the camera back to Mochi. Have a great night, everyone. Post-game fan reaction up within the hour or so, and day after discussion tomorrow. So thank you for tuning into the live stream. I mean, it's just incredible. Over 2,000 views tonight for a preseason game, a late preseason game, too. This game started at 8 p.m. local time, so you're all the best. Tell someone that you love them, and we'll see you soon, Oil Country.